Welcome to the Joseph Crudup Show. Today is Wednesday, January the 15th, 2025. Yes, it has been something nice that it has been something. The Los Angeles area is on the red flag warning here out there in Los Angeles. And we have to have something for sure. Yes, for sure, for here everyone in Los Angeles, California. Well, not that bad up there, but now some more artist wells here. Is is wild situation for here for all of us live here in Los Angeles now and up there Los Angeles area. And especially things got even wild here. And we're gonna take a look here right now here first and I'm here to I'm here to imagine why did when did this red flag warning gonna continue in? Well, the answer will be 6 o'clock. It's 3 p.m. and it's 2 p.m. in the morning. I mean, it's 2 p.m. in the afternoon here up there. But when this red flag warning is going to continue in 6 o'clock tonight. Well, here up there in Los Angeles, we see a lot of wildfires going on. We see 12,000 homes being destroyed. And things happen so quickly. Everybody there evacuated, and everybody there had the chance to recover. And the LA firefighters had to take their break. What has happened down now, folks, is absolutely unbelievable. We had something going on here, up there, the Pharisees and Eaton and something like that. More than 25 people lost their lives on that fire. So I'm going to Google right now. The Google just says, well, anyway, well, we had to get out because of the wildfire. And the winds are down a little bit. It's down right about now. And that's a has. But now, here's going on CNN. The says the Los Angeles wildfires. Now the firefighters face several more critical hours of today's dangerous winds. That says, now the next few hours are critical for firefighters battling the Los Angeles wildfires. Dangerous winds are feeling an extreme fire threat are set to last until roughly mid-afternoon in parts of Ventura and Los Angeles counties. Winds should ease even further by 6 p.m. and roughly for those fighting and indoor fires that had killed at least 25 people. The department pre-development necessary resources and following protocols. The LA Fire Chief said today he whole response comes a day after the Los Angeles Times says the department failed to enforce in precision 1,100 firefighters as winds picked up in the Palisades fire. Marilyn Carolyn Bass said she stood by the department, adding, "The buck always starts with me." A senior analyst of the most recent data shows the Los Angeles Fire Department is less staffed than almost any other major city. Experts have said no fire department would have been able to take on the combination of factors that resulted in a blaze. The Eaton and Palisades fires are now the most destructive and second most destructive wildfires, respectively, in Southern California history. The fires over the past week were larger and hotter than they would have in a war without planet warning forcing the food portrait, and UCLA Alice suggests. And as we had said about this long this before, we had said a whole lot more that this what happened. And it's what happened here in Los Angeles here today. Something has just picked up emotionally. It has been picking up for sure. And it's our house is all gone forever. Now it's the center and winds resume around Los Angeles. Now the forecast warn uh, it just had about 12 hours ago, and I'm really, I mean, it's frustrated a lot of people. It's frustrated a lot of people about people losing their homes, about people lost their jobs, and something has happened. People lost their homes because of the wildfire. People lost their homes because all the stuff's all gone, all burned up. The toys, the cars are being burned, and it was like this has never ever seen. I had never ever seen him in Los Angeles era doing this and that. It's just, I mean, it's not even cool. It's not that cool. It's not even funny. That we see this every time, every day. The center end winds have been resumed around Los Angeles. That was today. And we'll go for the 2 hours says. Now look at this. Now, firefighters report secondary grand gains Wednesday against the two massive wildfires burning around Los Angeles, while also experiencing similar blaze set by awareness in recent days as a final round of windy, flame phenomenon weather moved through southern California. But winds picked up again. Most of the nation's second most popular mountainous region was still on alert for new outbreaks and flare-ups from the fires that had killed at least 25 people and destroyed thousands of homes. Gusts ripping it up to 50 miles per hour in the mountains, but many others saw really light winds late in the morning, according to the National Rail Service. Rail conditions are set in the coming days should help fire crews to make even more harder and allow residents to return to their neighborhoods to begin rebuilding. Still, firefighters and police face new challenges. Since the beginning of the wildfire outbreak last week, authorities have arrested about half a dozen people accused of setting new, small fires that were quickly knocked down. One suspect admitted starting a fire in a tree because he liked the smell of burning leaves. Los Angeles Police Chief Jim McDonald said, another said she enjoyed causing chaos and destruction. The chief said Wednesday. Authorities had not determined a cause for any of the major fires that are on track to become the nation's causeless fire disaster. The LA officials who criticized for hundreds running dry, facing more questions, fire officials choose not to double the number of firefighters due to last Tuesday, as winds increased, and only 5 or more than 40 engines were deployed, according to internet records obtained by the Los Angeles Times and interviews with fire commanders. The department also did not call in off-duty firefighters until after the previous fire interrupted. Los Angeles Fire Chief Kristen Conway defended her decisions. I can tell you and stand before you. We did everything in our capacity to source what we could, she told a news conference. Crowley insisted that despite limited capacity within the department, crews were able to respond swiftly by calling for assistance from the agencies and seeking help from off-duty firefighters. So they said about this and said about this for more. This is how it happens now. It is just I mean, it's just unbelievable. Did you said about the wildfires and other stuff that's happening? Did they always know about this can happen and they all know that this can ever happen? Yes, they are. Yes, it is. And it was a fire who have burned everywhere, coming close into their homes, destroying their homes and ruining their lives at least 25 people. Now, now we're on the we're on the Ace in the Rose Bowl right now, and it says now Rose Bowl transformed from stealing into Wi-Fi Commander Center. It says so now at Pensacola they got tents everywhere since it was the Rose Bowl that Ohio State they beat Oregon. That was about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. But now here they are right now here on this difficult time. They are. I mean, this is going to be the end. So this is going to be the end of the red flag ones. Now it looks like says long road. Now the AP on this on the social media says long road of rebuilding ahead. The Los Angeles authorities promised to do everything they could to help people recover and rebuild. But Mayor Kellen Bass acknowledged there is no way to replace much of what has been lost. Bass said that your lost memories, family, art, and the experiences that took place there are gone, and gone unacceptably, gone rapidly. Early this week, the mayor issued an executive order to eliminate red tape and allow people to live in tiny homes and trailers when they rebuild. So it's gonna be a long one. Maybe within the next few years, they're gonna rebuild their homes and go into their homes and forget about their troubles, like it has been just a little bit for real. But for now, it is what it is. The homes have been destroyed, and all I can say is our thoughts and prayers go out for the ones, and all condolence going out for the people that lost their lives, at least 25 people. But man, things will change. Things will change for now, from here on out, at this difficult time. After that, all those 12 homes, 12,000 homes have been burned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this story right now. Uh, we'll go to sports right now. We'll go to sports right now, and I gotta tell you what, it's absolutely unbelievable. Like you just said right now, before now, let's go to Jimmy Butler. Okay, Jimmy Butler has been the Heat for years, and he wants to be traded. He wants to be traded for now, for sure, as you might say. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks haven't been told by a representative for Jimmy Butler that the Miami Heat star doesn't want to play now, according to the Athletic Sun Edmund. NBA insider Chris Hayes originally reported on January the 7th that multiple times have been told that Butler has no interest in being traded there in his standoff with the Heat. Hayes credited the Memphis Grizzlies speculator with Yahoo Sports Kevin O'Connor adding the Bucks to the group. International limit his pool of tons was a confession opposed from Butler. He told Heat President Pat Riley again last week he wants out. Now the six-time All-Star trade value simply isn't that high for a player of his caliber, and moving him becomes even more difficult from a Miami perspective with fever franchise in Cincinnati to negotiate. Now, the first take tweeted, now it says this, now Jimmy Butler isn't going to sting with any team. And so, because teams know that they're offering the Heat right now, the purple platter. There's only one team that is ready to pay Jimmy Butler exactly what he wants, and that's the Phoenix Suns. Now the Bucks are clearly in need of something to improve their supporting cast around Guinness Cooper. Now they're fifth in the East Conference at 21-17, and they're 140 to 106 handling at the hands of the New York Knicks on Sunday, dropping down to 8-0 against the East's three best teams. After the next game, Puko reflected on how Milwaukee Bucks play horribly when matching it up with the New York Knicks, additionally to the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. Maybe Butler gives the Bucks the shot in the arm. They need to rise to the top of the conference again, but they are processed and a narrow path to make this trade happen before even consider whether the 35-year-old is on star work monitor what's left on that trade assess. Stripping the Damian Lillard or Chris Middleton for Butler will help Milwaukee's floor spacing, and he'll be an impressive fit alongside Anthony Cooper, who isn't much of a shooter. Then there's at the risk of acquiring a player who's able to become a free agent who has torn things topped at multiple stops in his career. Kevin Butler, who has a $52.4 million player option for 2025 to 2026, the kind of long-term extension he's seeking could prove to be a terrible long-term value player. Failing to get him that kind of contract, meanwhile, means he might belt in a few more or worse, triggering his player option with an eye towards forcing another trade. Sure, the Bucks might not be out of the warning tones of Butler's performance destinations, but that may not make them a serious suitor for his service. So it seems like this. Man, Jimmy Butler wanted to be traded, but Pat Riley says no. And that's why that Jimmy Butler is going to have to live with it. But we'll see as the story unfolds. Now, we go to we're going to talk about now what has happened here, folks. I can make things short. We live in America now. It is in America, and America is that what it seems. Now it seems this. How can everybody this? How can everybody this whole thing knows? Now, how can everybody now? We go back to the NBA. Now it seems like this. Now the NBA has rescheduled two games postponed due to wildfires in Southern California, as well as a game postponed due to a windstorm in Atlanta. The league announced Wednesday that the Los Angeles Lakers' January the 9th home game against the Charlotte Hornets will take place on February the 19th. The Hornets' visit to the Los Angeles Clippers originally set for January 11th will now be March the 16th, and the Hawks on January 11th game against Houston is now scheduled for January the 28th. A new date for the Lakers' January 11 home game against San Antonio was announced. The NBA also announced 6 other schedule changes to accompany those updates. The Clippers were originally scheduled to host Chicago on January the 24th and Washington on March the 16th. The Bulls game will move up one day to January 20th, while the Wizards game will be January the 23rd. The Clippers on March 2019 trip to Utah will now take place February the 13th, and the Lakers' February 11th home game against the Jazz will move up one day to February the 10th. The Wizards on January the 23rd game at Utah will be March the 19th, and Washington's March 18th game at Portland will move up one day to March 17th. So also because of the bad weather and windstorm of Atlanta and the wildfires in California, that's what the games are moved up, and they had to reschedule that shit. So now let's go to the Warriors, the Golden State Warriors. Now, Steve Kerr addressing Steph Curry potentially leaving Warriors in struggles. Did this mean that Steph Curry's Warriors era is over? What? Surprise this. I'm not surprised about the Golden State Warriors team. I'm not surprised at Steph Curry. I'm not surprised. But could this be the end of Steph Curry's final time as a Golden State Warrior? Now, for the past 3 seasons, take a look at this. Now, for the past 3 seasons, it's been abundantly clear that the Golden State Warriors have been doing Steph Curry a disservice. A team that recently won the NBA championship in the 2022 season couldn't make the playoffs last season and are currently losing team 39 games into this season. Warriors fans have been dying to see Steph Curry recently. Some much needed help in the form of another All-Star and have begun to grow emphasis now that it hasn't happened yet. While some may even be considered that Curry may lead the Warriors in its non-championship contenders years. Head coach Steve Kerr doesn't believe that's the case. During the interview statement on 95.7, the game's Wiley and Those show, Kerr opened up about Curry potentially leaving the team. And Steve Kerr said, I don't think so about Curry leaving the Warriors. I think Seth loves the Warriors. He loves the idea of being a Warrior for life. I think that's so meaningful for him. He has no intention. That's what makes him equivalent and different. That's why he's not asking the organization to trade everything to go get him help. One could argue that Steph Curry, should potentially be a bit more selfish in getting him some help. In some instances, the demands doesn't work, but in others, they do. For instance, the Los Angeles Lakers immediately won an NBA championship when LeBron forced a trade for Anthony Davis. But then they also became non-contenders when trading the fund for Russell Westbrook. For a contender as the Warriors and Steve Kerr all about Seth Curry staying on the team, it's hard to stay that truly confident when realized Klay Thompson eventually ended up leaving. So it is what it is, and just like that, I mean, it don't work that way. I mean, it don't work that way for the Golden State. They won 4 NBA titles, 4 NBA titles to keep this dynasty alive. And now look, here on the standings right now. The Golden State Warriors are in 12th place. Thunder, number one, they're up top. The Warriors are down, all the way down to number 12. They had about, they had, well, they had two losses, losing streak. Second game lose streak here. They had 19 wins and 20 losses. Thunder got 33 wins and 6 losses. They're up top. When Cleveland 34 wins and 5 losses, they're up top. And what about this? I mean, the dynasty era of the Golden State Warriors may be over. And they may be done. And they are not in the playoffs yet. For sure. Seth Curry and his team have been very much. But they already got Seth Curry and Draymond Green. They don't have Klay Thompson anymore. They really don't. They really don't have Klay Thompson anymore because they are just like, well, anyway, it just didn't matter. And but let me show you right now. This team right now is just really, really off. But it's not Seth Curry's fault. But they'll get past for this, and we'll know about this tomorrow. They got to, they, we gotta see this, and I gotta know about this war right now. So you see what happens, and you see it on floors. But I gotta tell you what, Zach Coyne and his team don't need to worry about it, and they don't need to worry about the food shortage. They don't need to worry about it. But is Zach Coyne leaving the Golden State Warriors? Let me just say this. The answer is no. He's not leaving the Golden State Warriors anytime soon. And we'll be back about this. Till next time, I'm Joseph Crudup. I will see you next time. Till then, take care, everybody. Peace out.